Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing? I guess you guys are doing great. It's a beautiful day. We thank God for this day. You see your girl Benny of Fruit Benny's Kitchen. Today we are going to Akwa Cross to bring you this delicacy. I'm going to be preparing this Afang soup in the Calabar way. If you eat this Afang soup in the Calabar way, you will not want to taste any other soup. On the table, I have what it takes to prepare this Afang soup. I have my red palm oil here, the Okazi already prepared. This soup is very, very delicious, but the preparation in it is the most difficult thing, starting from the Okazi leaves to the water leaves. So this is my already prepared Okazi leaves. I bought the Okazi leaf from the market, I washed it, I sliced it, and I pounded it, and this is what I have here. I have my dry Cameroon pepper, crayfish, my pepper, I have the red and yellow scotch bonnet pepper, I have my Isam periwinkle, the shelled one. If you want, you can put the one that is not shelled, but I like using the shelled one already. Then bouillon cube salt. Then this is the water leaf we're going to be using. Now it's dry season and water leaf is very, very expensive. You can imagine this water leaf. They said one bond, the way they tie it in the city where I live, one is 200 naira. I got so angry, I just bought one, came to my backyard and plucked the little one I could see in my garden. So this is what we are going to be using. Then I have my dried fish here, and then I'll be using stockfish fillets. Now, fish is very, very expensive in the market. So if you have money, what you can do, go get mackerel fish or get croaker fish. Then look for the women that normally roast it and tell them to dry it for you. Then you have enough dry fish in your house. Because if you go to where they sell dry fish now, man, it's so expensive. So what I did now, I bought my croaker in the carton, I shed it into two, I took half of it and took it where they dried it for me, and they dried it, and that's what I'm using for this soup now. So these are all the things I'm going to be using for my afang soup. So let's get started. The meat is already boiled, because what I do when I'm cooking, I like boiling my meat in large quantity, put in the freezer. Whenever I want to cook, I'll take the quantity I want and I'll use. It saves you time, it saves your gas or whatever. You know, the economy is so harsh now. We all have to economize in different ways. I'll be using goat meat, I'll be using the cow skin, cow tripe. That is what I'm using for this soup. So guys, if you know you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do. And if you have been following me, thank you so very much. Keep liking, keep sharing, and follow me on Instagram. So guys, let's get cooking. So guys, because I've already prepared everything, which I like doing to save time, I'll just cut the water leaves now because it's already washed and I drained it. I'll cut it now, then we'll go over to the gas cooker and start cooking. So what you do, you pack the leaves in your hand like this. You don't have to pick them one by one. You pack them in your hand like this. Put on your chopping board, then give the first cut. Then pack everything together again, and then you start slicing. You can see what I'm doing. You have to do this until you are done cutting the water leaves. If you're in a place where you don't have water leaf, you can use spinach to prepare yours. So you cut like this, try and cut it very thinly. Though I'm still going to pour some water when I'm done slicing so that the slime will be out a bit. If you don't do that, that means you're not cooking afang soup again, you're cooking something else. So just cut like this until you are done. After cutting, you take it out, take another bunch and cut. Some people like going to the market to cut theirs. But I tell you, it is not hygienic at all, because you have to bring the water leaf home after buying, then pick them one by one, then wash thoroughly. But when you go to the market and ask them to cut for you, they don't really wash it. And at times, you might even find some little earthworms that followed it from when they were plucking it. You might even find it when you get home, when you are washing. So it is advisable that when you get your water leaves like this, you go home, you pluck them from the stem, then wash with enough water thoroughly to take away the sands and any other thing. And if there's something else that you don't want in it, you will see. But in the market, you don't get to see it at all. So just get the leaf for you, pluck it and tie it. I mean, to me, it's not hygienic. And don't be lazy when it comes to cutting your leaves. There's no way I can go to the market and tell them to cut my leaf for me. You might say it saves you time, but I believe you are just eating rubbish. So take your leaves home, whether ugu or any kind of leaf you buy in the market, take it home and cut them yourself. It's more hygienic. I'm done cutting the leaves, so I'll put some running water, then use my hand to rub, then pour in a drain to take the slimy water out. Some people do blanch theirs, but I don't like blanching, so I just pour cold water just once, then drain. You can see what I'm doing. Try and get all the water out. Then you are good to go. You can see what I'm doing. Please keep liking, keep sharing. Like, give the video a thumbs up, please. So drain out all the water. You are good to go. So let's start with the cooking of this soup. I'm back. I just had to heat the meat again because I brought it out from the freezer. I have goat meat, beef, shaki, cow tripe, and cow skin, kanda. I have all of them in here. So what I'm going to do now, I'll add the fish and the dried fish so it can boil a little bit. This is my signature, my Cameroon Scotch bonnet pepper, the yellow and the red one. It gives your soup a different color. So I'll add some of the crayfish here, then later I'll add the remaining one. Dried Cameroon pepper. Then I'm adding the bouillon cubes. I'm going to add the periwinkle. If you don't take periwinkle, then you don't need to add it in yours. But the Calabar people, they cannot cook this soup without adding periwinkle. They even prefer to add the one that is still in the shell. So if you don't want it, then don't add it to yours. So I'll add oil into the pot now. And you know, this soup is oil that is the main ingredient here. You can see this meat stock is not even much that I added. This red palm oil is the main ingredient of this Afang soup. So you see what we have here. I'll just allow it to boil for like 3 minutes, so the meat will soak into the oil, the fish and everything will soak into the juice that we have here. So I'll just cover it and allow it to boil for like 3 minutes. Guys, this is after 3 minutes and I'm back. So you can see what we have here. The soup is bubbling. Don't feel the oil in here is much. It's not. By the time I add in the Okazi leaves and water leaf, it will take everything in. So I'll now add the water leaf. After adding the water leaf, you have to stir it so everything to combine very well. You can see there's not much water in here. The water leaf is going to bring out the water. That's what you use to cook the soup. I might even need to add some more oil because the oil there is not enough. Like I said before, oil is the main ingredient of this soup. If you go to Calabar and taste their Afang soup, you'll be eating swallow 3 times in a day. They really prepare it so very well. Now I'm adding the Okazi leaves. Stir everything very well. I'm adding the remaining crayfish so that everything will combine very well. You can see the water in here is not much. This is the real Calabar Afang soup. Please keep liking, keep sharing, and give the video a thumbs up, please. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. And if you have been following me, thank you so very much. So guys, I'll allow this to cook for like 2 minutes. Add salt, then we are good to go. You don't want it to be overcooked. Just allow it to cook for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I'm back. I'll add salt to taste, stir it, and see if every other ingredient is okay. Then I will adjust. You can see the pot of Afang soup. This is the Calabar Afang soup. Let me test for salt, and then we are good to go. So yummy. But I'll add just a little bit of salt. So guys, this is the pot of Afang soup, Calabar Afang soup. Afang soup that went to Harvard. This is it. Please try this method and tell me what you think in the comment section. Our Afang soup is ready, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.